standard bay trees and the leaves have turned very pale green. Is there anything I can do? They're currently in pots, in case that matters.
Right, well, the fact they're in pots probably means that you've got to feed them. Also at this time of year when we've got the heavy frosts, anything in a pot can get damaged to its roots. So it could also be that. The best thing you can do also is to pop the plant out of the pot, the whole thing, cut it back so that you create a bit of room and basically your root pruning, and then you put the plant back in with more compost and make sure you feed it and give it enough water. So it's probably feed and water.
I have 3 periwinkles all in containers. When is the best time to prune them so they are bushy and not a bit straggly, or should I just leave them?
Right, so it's a ground cover plant, it will run. So you've got a plant which tends to spread itself out. Good time to prune it is pretty much any time. Now I would wait until a good chance of frost is passed, but it's a very hardy plant, very vigorous plant. If you're looking for something bushy, it might be an idea to look for a different plant, get that out into the ground somewhere, although make certain that you put it where you really, really want it, because once it's in the ground, it's a nightmare to get rid of. There we go.
I've just potted 60 little Nicotiana seedlings. How long do I have to keep them on the windowsill for?
Okay, well, the Nicotiana is not hardy. It's at best half hardy, so you need to wait now into May, possibly even the beginning of June, depending on what they're like. If it stays this cold, you need to wait, so frost will kill it. We have some in the greenhouses here. We've got 70 potted on. If you're waiting until when you should wait, you're going to need to pot them on. If you leave them as tiny little seedlings, you need to get them into a, say, 10 centimetre pot, that kind of size. So yeah, you need to leave them a while now, so at least until the frost has passed, preferably when it's starting to get warmer.
I have received red hot poker roots. Should I pot them up until they shoot, then plant them out?
No, you could put them in now, not when it's frosted, not when it's freezing cold. You can pot them on, there's no harm in it, but then you need to make certain that you don't let them dry out. And I always think if you can get them in the ground, it's better to get them in the ground. So make sure you plant them properly, make sure you give them a good cover, and give them a bit of mulch if you can as well to get them going in a good start. Right, but now you can plant dwarf French beans, stuff like radishes you can start off, you can sow direct as well. So if you're starting that kind of thing, you can get that going with veg garden. We are starting to put our tomatoes out of our hothouse, out of the propagation house, into the tomato house. So you can start thinking about that, but they obviously will need frost protection. Good time to divide plants up, so if you've got herbaceous plants in the garden, now's time to split them, cut them up into different, bang what you want back into the beds, and then you'll have more plants.
Ha ha ha.